Clock strikes 8. It's a Halloween with my friends. We're living the dream. Clock strikes 8. It's a Halloween with my friends. We're living the dream.
Yes. You threw
You,
you threw
you,
me
you don't you
no
don't
you
sound excited for this. You're just ready. You're just like,
no you threw me
yes.
off with the question. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, I'm ready. Let's fucking
You're
go.
not ready. We got stuff to talk about, and you're just like, nope, I'm not ready. Okay, all right.
Let's
I
fucking go.
mean, we got a lot. Well, not a lot to talk about. We got stuff to talk about, and this is the Halloween edition of the podcast.
Yes, sir. Happy
And
Halloween, people.
yes, to all those who celebrate Halloween.
Yeah.
And we start off with Raw, and I swear to you in everything I love. I swear to you in everything I love. I will be glad when this fucking crown jewel is fucking over, where they're
Me
walking around
too.
with this fucking title, acting like it's the goddamn Stanley Cup. I fucking hate it. Oh my god,
Same.
I fucking hate it.
Same. I was talking to like another friend of mine, and we were saying the same thing because like he's a streamer. Like everybody in the chat was saying the same thing. Like, what the hell?
Like
I
this
don't think
shit,
anybody likes this shit.
they don't. It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying. I hate it. Like I really fucking hate it, and I just want it to be over. And thank God this weekend it's over, and we don't get this any. Well, it'll probably happen Monday and Friday. That'll probably happen, but hopefully it's over. Over. Hopefully it's done. Hopefully it's done.
I mean, it's gonna happen to a point because like whoever wins these belts are gonna have the belts. You're not gonna see like people carrying it. I hope.
No, Monday and Friday. That's it. Like next
Yeah.
Monday, next Friday. That's it. That's the last time we see it. Because
No,
I
that's
know
what I
somebody
mean.
from Smack.
They're
Yeah,
gonna carry
that's it.
them.
It's gonna be one day, and that's it. And like we'll never see it again. Like we will never see it
Exactly.
again. So
Hopefully we don't get
I'll
these
be
next
glad.
year.
Oh no, we'll get it next year. I'm okay with it being next year, but I don't want it to be over fucking done like it was this year.
Oh
Like
yeah.
holy shit, it was way too overdone. I don't want this. Like it fucking sucks. So Raw started off with the Yeet Man, Jey Uso.
Yeah.
And this was so fucking stupid because Jay calls out Jimmy. He was like, yo, I want to talk to Jimmy. So he calls out Jimmy, and the first thing he says, we haven't seen each other since WrestleMania. And I'm like, what?
Even on
I'm,
television, that's not true.
I know, like, the, they've seen each other 3 times before this. And it's like, we haven't seen each other since WrestleMania. It's like, y'all hugged on SmackDown. Like it's literally on SmackDown and it's live. Like we saw this. Like what are you talking about? And the only way, listen, the only way I'm gonna shoot him some bail, he said we haven't talked since WrestleMania. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's true, but they hugged. Like you have to say words. Like that's it, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah. It was
And
weird. I don't get it myself.
and then Jay's like, I want the same thing that I had for you, like for you to step out on our own. And then Jay basically they set up a match without setting up a match. Cause Jay goes, if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna get back together, we have to be all equals. There's no hierarchy. We had to be all equals. I'm like, all right, but there was no match set up here. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, if I'm going to do this, we got to be all equal. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, there was nothing set up. Like, they didn't even set up the match till later on in the night. I'm like, what? Like, what is happening?
right? Like, doesn't that kill like the whole like tribal chief thing too? On top of that,
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So then the Bloodlines show up and they beat the shit out of the Usos, and then the Usos wind up getting a comeback and they beat up the new Bloodline. So I was just like, I was just confused because like this just didn't make sense, and it had nothing to do with any of the spoilers. It just didn't make any fucking sense. I was so baffled because I'm like, dude, that doesn't make sense. Like you're not making sense. Like, and the funny part about this is like the storyline is great, but this promo was just backwards. Like if he would have made this promo without any interaction, I'd be like, all right, this makes sense. You had interactions on television and it doesn't make sense. I'm like, this is just ass backwards.
let's be honest though, like
Hmm.
maybe it's just me.
Hmm.
Usos, like I love the Usos, especially Jay,
Hmm.
but they've never made a good promo.
Like they never have, but like at least when they make promos, it's coherent.
Yeah.
This was incoherent. And then we got the funniest thing of the whole entire night. We get Adam Pierce, and Adam Pierce is on the phone with Nick Aldis. He was like, listen, I only had Jimmy come out. It That was the deal. What's up with this bloodline? We don't have chaos on my show. That's something you do on your show. And I'm like, excuse me, what?
That's why
This
I was like, bitch, what?
like this show is nothing but chaos. And chaos happens later on in this show. And it's like, what are you talking about, Pierce? This was the funniest shit. Cause he's like, yeah, that doesn't happen on my show. I'm like, whoa, you're a liar.
Like Raw's the most chaotic show out of the three.
Yes. And so the funny part was this led to some stuff on Twitter that's making me go, hmm. And I know it's not gonna happen, but it's making me go, hmm. Because
Okay.
Nick Aldis responded to this on Twitter. So he said something to the fact of, yeah, you're talking to me about chaos and something, something, something. And so he said that the day of. Adam Pierce responded a couple days later. He was like, yo, I don't need your shit. He literally said, I don't need your shit in a tweet.
I
Then
laughed.
some then somebody respond with something about a 5-on-5, and then Pierce responded with like a meme of somebody like stroking their chin, like, hmm. So it's like, I know they're not gonna do the 5-on-5 at Survivor Series. I would pop if they did, but I don't think they are.
Like I miss those. I miss those.
Like we might get it, like because they tease it, but also I don't know how many people actually are on Twitter to see everything that's going down.
Yeah.
So then Dom and the rest of Judgment Day come up, and Dom's like, "Yo, who's my opponent?" And he's like, "It's a former world champ." So Finn is like, "Yo, there's a reason that we used to call him Punishment," and he's like, "You need to watch out for Priest because they wind up saying it was Priest." So then Tom's like, yo, nobody believes in me, yo. Just let me do this by myself. I can do this. And it was like, all right, whatever.
They don't believe
So,
on him. Like my thing is like the whole rumor innuendo Carlitos leaving, Dominic's
hmm
leaving too. That's just
uh,
me. I haven't heard anything about it. That's just my opinion.
okay, well, I'll explain later things about that.
Okay.
So then we had Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. And I'm not even joking. They've had banger matches.
Yep.
This wasn't a banger.
Yep.
This was just a match. It just existed. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Sheamus beat Ludwig Kaiser. And I'm like, maybe something happens later on. It was like, nope, nothing happens. So
And
okay,
like so much to be expected from this. Like that they do great together.
yes. So then we had a Rhea Ripley promo, and she was saying she's gonna beat the shit out of Raquel, and she's gonna fuck her up. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Something happens later on, and I was like, well, that wasn't needed, and I'll explain more in detail of what that is. But like, that wasn't needed there. But yeah, so then we had Jimmy and Jay bump into Sammy, and Sammy's like, yo, can I talk to you? And Jimmy's like, yeah, like, you want to talk to both of us? And Sammy was like, no, no, no. I just need to talk to Jay. Can we have a private conversation? Jimmy was like, man, whatever. And he walked off. So Sammy's like, how could you go back to them after the way they treated you? Blah, blah, blah. And Jay gets mad and Jay says, listen, man, he's like, you wouldn't understand. You're not family. And if you watch Sammy's face, like he immediately breaks. Like, cause you can see, like, damn, like we're friends, and like you just said, like I'm not family. Damn, dog.
Yeah,
So
like he considered Jay like a brother too. You know what I mean? So
yes, and like at that moment, I had figured out basically what I thought the storyline was. They threw a small little curve, which is like builds on what I was thinking, and it's like, you know what? That actually tracks, but this is a little wrinkle that I didn't even consider going. And it's like, you know what? It all tracks. And I'll explain it further when that scene happens. And I'm like, yeah, no, this fits into what I was already thinking. I was
yeah.
like, got it. I was like, got it. It works. And then I was just like, all right. So then we had a Gunther promo, and he's talking shit about Cody and how Cody got all this shit going on and how he's going to beat his ass, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, cool. So then we had Zelina Vega versus Ivy Nile. And once again, this was just a match. Like, there was no substance to it. It was just a match.
Funny part,
I,
like
mm-hmm,
I totally agree with you,
mm-hmm.
but the match itself even was better than what I expected because I expected a squash and whatever, like a nothing. It was a little bit better than what I thought, but not by
Okay,
much. It was
okay,
just a match.
who did you expect to squash him?
Ivy, just like get rid of her, like no fighting back, no nothing.
Listen, part of me actually thought Zelina Vega was going to pick up the win. That's what, like, at the beginning of the match, I'm like, oh, they're going to have Zelina beat Ivy Nile, and it's going to lead into something later on, I guess. And then it was like, nope, Ivy just won. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense.
But Zelina did have some offense. I didn't think she was gonna have any.
Oh no, I figured she would because like I figured like she was gonna win in like some fluke roll up and get a roll up and just like, oh my god, Zelina Vega wins. That's what I
That
was
would be some shit.
thinking, but they didn't go that way.
Yeah.
So then we had Jay talking to Jimmy, and Jimmy goes, "Yo, what happened?" And Jay was like, "I told him we wasn't family." He's like, "I told him it ain't his business." And Jimmy was like, "You know what?" He's like, maybe I'll go talk to him. And Jay was like, what you mean you gonna go talk to him? He's like, don't do nothing crazy. He's like, no, I'm just gonna go talk to him. And I was like, oh, okay. They're like, we'll see how this plays out.
It makes sense to me because, like, I know you do, but a lot of people
Hmm.
don't remember the lore between Jimmy and Sammy.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
they were the tightest ones in the beginning.
hmm a lot of people don't remember that because they remember Jay all of a sudden being his friend, and they
Yeah.
don't remember that it was Jimmy and Sammy in the beginning. So
They made up the handshake, right? It was them two.
exactly, yep, it was
Yeah.
them two. So that's why it was kind of funny. But like That's what makes this whole thing a whole great story because there's lore there to build on from beginning to end.
Yep.
So then we had Seth Rollins come out for a promo. And I lied to you not. I seen this, I watched this live. I didn't notice this shit until they posted it online. And I was like, nah, that's trick pornography. Nobody, that didn't happen. That's not real. Y'all are making this shit up. I rewinded it and I watched and I was like, excuse me, what the fuck? Because Seth Rollins gets into a brawl with Bronson Reed and he goes after Bronson Reed. He has on this blue jacket. He unzips it, takes it off, and has the same exact blue jacket under there. And I'm like, first off, the things look like it's fucking leather. Why do you have two of them on? What is happening? It was fucking Jesus Christ. It was not even cold in Pennsylvania that day. What is he doing? I was so baffled.
You gotta remember, Seth Rollins is fucking batshit crazy. So I do see him doing shit like that. I'd be surprised there was like a third one.
Dude, but that's the funniest part. Like, he took off the jacket. It was another jacket under there. And the farther he got, he realized he still had on the jacket. So he took that off and was shirtless. And I'm like, what just happened? I was so confused. I was like, what just happened? It was so dumb. So he goes outside to fight with Bronson Reed. They're fighting outside. Bronson Reed is throwing dudes before Seth gets there. They have this brawl, and Seth curb stops Bronson Reed on a car, and Bronson Reed gets up. Bronson Reed throws a fucking trash can into a truck where Seth Rollins was. It bounced off the wall and hit Seth Rollins, which was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. Like it went dish like pinball.
That was so cool. So then Bronson Reed, Death Valley Drivers, Seth Rollins through a table, like from the truck through a table, and it was cool. And the funniest thing about this, and this like pissed me off because people immediately was like, "Oh my God, Vince is back," because they're saying medical facility. That's not what they said. Like, and that's what made me laugh because people was like, they said medical facility. Oh, Vince must be back if they're saying medical facility because when Triple H was in charge, they would say hospital. This is what they said. They said Seth Rollins is getting checked out at a medical center right now. That's what they
Yeah,
said. Like the first update, it was like medical center, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like medical center. And then later on, they said emergency. I'm like, oh, okay. So then we had Alpha Academy, and he talked to R Truth, and R Truth is there, and then the Miz comes up to him and is like, "Yo, we need to talk." Truth slaps the shit out of Miz and said, "The Whites are gonna get you. You're gonna die," and walks away. I was like, "Oh shit."
I didn't realize at that moment that he said you're gonna die. I found out the day after and bust out laughing.
That was hilarious. So here's the funny part. Miz was on the Rich Eisen podcast, and I know that's because I was watching the O'Shea Jackson podcast, and they showed the clip. Miz was on the Rich Eisen podcast, and Rich Eisen was like, "You're a heel." Miz was like, "Really? You really think I'm a heel?" He's like, "Yeah, you're a heel. Like you turned on our truth." And Miz goes, "Am I really the heel?" He was like, "Think about all the stuff our truth did to me." Rich Eisen was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude, every time we got in a match against my will, it was our truth's fault. He was making us defend the tag titles for no reason. Every match we had, it was his fault. We won the titles. Truth kept putting us in situations that we didn't need to be. He kept pushing this thing. Every time something bad happened to me, it was all Truth's fault. I never wanted to do any of this stuff. I was happy having the tag team titles. I was happy doing this. Truth made all of this stuff. When we lost the titles, Truth put us in a match that I wasn't expecting. And I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck? He's right.
Once again, another heel that tells the truth.
Dude, I was just like, what the fuck? This is right. I was so baffled because it's like I didn't expect for Miz to say the truth, and this was like, oh my god, oh my god. So this didn't happen on the show. This happened after the show, and Karrion Cross had a video on Twitter, and this shit was so fucking funny. So Karrion Cross is sitting there. Scarlett comes in. Scarlett goes, "They kidnapped Miz." He's writing a book, and he's like, "Who kidnapped Miz? The Wyatts. How long ago did they kidnap him?" She's like, "I don't know. It just happened." He's like, "How long?" "Probably like an hour ago or 2 hours." He's like, "Oh, he's dead." She's like, "What do you mean he's dead?" She's like, "What do you mean he's dead?" He goes, "Yeah, he's dead." He's like, "But aren't we gonna go look for him?" "Why? He's dead." "Why do you think he's dead?" "It's been 2 hours. He's been kidnapped. He's probably dead." She's like, "But what if he's alive?" "No, he's probably dead." And she was like, "Can we go look for him?" He was like, "I guess, but there's no point because he's dead because it's 2 hours." And she was like, "Why do you keep saying that?" He's like, "When people get kidnapped for 2 hours, they're probably dead." And he just walks off. Like, yo, that's fucking hilarious.
If this was a horror movie, Karrion Cross would be like one of the fucking survivors, like straight up. 'Cause that is smart. That is fucking smart.
Exactly. That shit was so funny. So then we had the triple threat tag team match. The War Raiders versus the New Day versus the new Masqueradas.
The fuck?
I don't know why I called them that. But it was Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. And they won, the War Raiders it is, because Chad Gable came out and put the ankle lock on Rey Mysterio and had him outside, and the War Raiders beat the New Day. Now, I will say this, and I have to say this: I will never forgive Edge slash Adam Copeland for opening my eyes. I will never forgive him
Okay.
because he on his podcast brought up that Ray makes noise whenever he's getting hit or something's happening. Ray makes noise, and ever since then, I could never unhear it. In this match, it was so fucking loud. I'm like, I will never forgive Adam Copeland for this. Like, I can't unhear this, and he just
He
kept doing it.
he literally squeals like a pig. Literally.
Dude, it's so fucking weird. I'm like, oh my god, I cannot forgive him for this because it's like, oh my god, like why did he do that?
Thank you,
Like,
Adam.
dude, I was so mad. I was so mad at this. It just pissed me off. So I felt like I was done. So then we got Jimmy, and Jimmy's walking around. Jimmy's like, yo, anybody seen Sammy? Anybody seen Sammy? Nobody seen Sammy. So Jimmy goes outside, and Jimmy goes, "Oh shit!" And so I'm like, what's going on? So as he's saying, "Oh shit," Jay shows up, and Jay's like, "What's up?" He's like, "Yo, get down, get down, get down." He's like, "Look." So Sammy's talking to Solo in a car, and Jimmy goes, "See, I told you he can't be trusted." And Jay's like, "Damn, man." So how do you feel about this twist?
Uh, like I told you when it was on, like I feel like it's a fucking red herring, and fucking Sammy's gonna wind up on team OG Bloodline.
Of course he is, but this is the thing. You have to remember, Solo did fuck with Sammy too. Solo did fuck with Sammy too. He was like, "Yo, I like Sammy." Like
Yeah,
they were cool. Remember, like him and Sammy was like, I mean, Roman was like, "Yo, you have to take care of Solo," and he was rolling with Solo, and him and Solo were a crew for a little bit. Like if Like a lot of people don't remember that. So him and Solo do have history. Like there's lore there.
It was a
So
clip I saw the other day,
mhm,
like having to do with that. Solo had a match. Jimmy, Jay, and Sammy were standing in the gorilla position or whatever, right? You're like, oh, we're gonna
mhm,
go out there with you, Oos. Like, no, you're not coming out here with me. He's about to walk out, and he's like, Sammy, come on. And Sammy went out there with him.
yes, and like a lot of people forget that there's lore there too. So
Mhm.
my theory was that Sammy was gonna wind up proving himself to them when they have the match. He was gonna wind up proving himself like, yo, I am family. And they were gonna accept him, and that's how we get started to war games.
But
Now, now my theory is he's gonna come out there with Solo. Like he's gonna come out there. It's gonna be really funny because we're gonna have the 6 man. He's gonna come out there, and everybody's gonna be like, he's coming out for Solo. He's coming out for Solo. He's gonna be there for Solo. And he's gonna come out, and it's gonna be that momentary thing where everybody's gonna look. He's gonna look, and you think he's gonna fucking help Solo, and he's gonna wind up helping the OG bloodline.
yeah, I can see that.
It is gonna be
Like,
a huge pop, and I believe, like, this is what I believe is gonna happen. Instead of them going, yeah, you're back in, Roman's gonna have that look on his face, and he's not gonna accept him right away, but he is gonna accept him.
yeah, I
Like
can see
I
that.
have, like I have this feeling like Roman isn't gonna be like, yeah. Roman's gonna be like, nah, and then he's just gonna walk away because like that's how he is with Jay right now without spoilers.
Hmm.
So then we had the main event, and I lied to you not. I was so baffled at the end of this main event. I was so baffled. So is Priest versus Dominic. The winner gets a shot at the world title. Okay, cool. That's perfectly fine. They're going. The match is going. Judgment Day comes out. Priest fights off Judgment Day. Dominic gets to roll up 1, 2, 3. Dominic wins. And everybody's like, oh, okay, Dominic's #1 contender, which I have no problem with. All of a sudden, Damian Priest beats the living fuck out of everybody.
Everybody.
It's like I was so confused. I'm like, okay, isn't he the face? Because he didn't just beat them down; he thrashed them. He thrashed them. Then he picked them up and thrashed them some more. The only person that wasn't there was Finn. He thrashed the fucking Judgment Day, beat the shit out of him, gave fucking Dominic 3 South of Heavens. Here's the funny part. It would be normal, but the crowd started to go from yay to um that's literally the sound that you kept hearing from the crowd. Like after he just hit like the third, it was like they didn't know whether to cheer or boo. They were so confused, and I'm like, this is the most random shit ever. They were so fucking confused. Like,
Then
what
he
the
hit
fuck?
Dom with the chair like 3 or 4 times.
Yes, I was so confused. They were so. Everyone was so confused. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
It, it was so. It was so fucking weird.
As
I
soon as he
but
comes back from injury, he's gonna go against Gunther.
yeah, like I was so confused. I was like, yo, is Priest good guy, bad guy? What is happening
Were they ever a good guy though? Like, analyze the whole situation. Like, this is another thing where the bad guy is all right. Finn turning on Priest, he's still the good guy because Priest kept screwing him over.
here? True.
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Liv, fucking like she like took a whole bunch of time of her life, like her career and whatever, because Rhea injured her.
Exactly.
So it's like lots of shades of gray here with the bad guys now. The bad guys are not necessarily bad guys anymore.
Exactly. So that was that. So on Monday. I got a call from my brother. My brother gave me a call, and he was at the gym, and he's working out at the gym at a random gym in Pennsylvania. And he called me, and he was like, "Yo, yo." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Yo, I got a question." I'm like, "What's the question?" He was like, "Yo, does Cody Rhodes have tattoos?" I'm like, "Yeah, he got one on his neck, not on his arms." He was like, "Yo, I swear I just met Cody Rhodes." So he's saying this while I'm on the phone, and Cody walks by and was like, "Yeah, it's me." And then he's like, "Have a nice workout," and left. I was like, "What the fuck is Cody Rhodes doing in a random ass fucking gym?" Like, it was fucking random. So speaking of random, I mean, it wasn't so random, but this was randomly good, but it was also randomly weird because we kick off NXT with a casket match.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna be like the first match. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and it was weird because like I came in was like, oh, this is gonna be meh. It was actually really fucking good because it was Wendy Chu versus Tatum Paxley in a casket match.
Yeah,
Like I was so surprised. I was really surprised.
it's actually really good in my opinion.
Yeah, it was really good. And they did a good thing. Like Wendy Chu went through a bed that she brought out. Yes, she brought out an empty bed and she went through it. Like Tatum went through her own dollhouse. She got thrown on some fucking Legos, and Tatum Paxley put Wendy Chu in the casket, and she won on her birthday, which was really fun,
Wasn't this called a Devil's Playground match? Because there was a lot of fucking toys and shit in this match.
right? It was like I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I was like, oh shit, this is really good. Like this is for a random match on like NXT, it was just randomly good. It was like, oh shit, this is good.
I want them to be a team after this.
They have to be a team somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
So then we had something that I did not like because the ending of this, and I know people will be like, well, why did you like the ending of this? I didn't like any of this. So Trick Williams comes out, and Trick Williams is like, yo, I need to thank Bubba. So he calls out Bubba Ray, and he's like, yo, me and you should be a tag team and fight Ethan Page and Ridge Holland. And Bubba's like, listen, man. He was like, listen, I'm not going to do it. I think that, like, somebody younger should do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave. So he walks off and leaves. And I'm like, oh, good. Thank God they're not doing this. Whoo, this is great.
I actually thought it was gonna go like another route and it's gonna wind up
Hmm.
being Devon.
Nah. So then we got Rob Van Dam, and he's talking to Ava. And he's having this conversation. And as he's having this conversation, Wesley walks off after RVD because RVD was like, yeah, I want to do something next week. I don't know what I'm going to do. And Ava was like, cool, whatever. So Kalani Jordan comes up to Ava and she's like, dude, she's like, I want a shot at my championship. And then Akita Lyons comes up and was like, listen, you already had your shot. I should be next. So Kalani looked at Ava and was like, you know what? I want to match with her later on tonight. And Nikita was like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, no, you're gonna get a match." I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right, that made sense."
She had to look like that was random.
Yeah, it was fucking like it was really was random, but I'm like, "All right." Like I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad. So I was like, "All right, that's a thing." But like everything that happens later just makes me just yeah. So then we have Brooks Jensen and Sean Spears, and Sean Spears is like, yo, I think we should go for the North American title because Tony D'Angelo was sitting there. So all of a sudden, Tony D'Angelo gets a phone call, and the family just tells Sean Spears and Brooks Henderson, they're like, beat it. So the person on the other end of the call said, next week, you're going to be in Philly. You're going to be in my hometown. We need to have a talk. And I lied to you not, before this all happened, I immediately in my head was, if they don't do an FBI thing with the family, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like that's all I was thinking when I heard they were going to ECW Arena. I was like, if they don't do an FBI thing with the family, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Luckily, it was Nunzio on the phone, and they're gonna do something next week.
Yeah, like I didn't realize it was Nunzio at first. Like I had to read it online.
Dude, like that was the first thing that, like, as soon as I heard the voice, I was like, oh my god, they're doing Nunzio. They're doing the FBI versus. They're doing FBI the family. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen next week. As soon as I heard Nunzio's voice, I was like, yeah, they're gonna do it. Like I was so hyped because like right before this, I was just thinking, I was like, if they don't do this, I'm gonna be so freaking pissed. I was like, damn, if they don't do this. It was right there. So then we had the Heritage Cup match between Charlie Dempsey and Lexus King. And Lexus King had Regal in his corner. So they're going. They the match starts. Charlie Dempsey gets a win. So Lexus King does his jump off of the apron, injures his leg, and then he's trying to fight back. And all of a sudden, Regal, like while Lexus King is down, Charlie Dempsey's down, he slides him the nuts. He's like, "Look, use him." And Lexus King's like, "No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not my father." So he pushes him back to Regal. He gets up. Charlie Dempsey hits him with the finisher. 1, 2, 3. Charlie Dempsey gets the win. And Regal just has his face like, you should have just took the nuts. You should have took the nuts.
I had a feeling that was gonna be a spot.
Yeah, because like earlier in the night, he did have a box, and I was like, oh, the nuts in the box. Like that's what I'm like, oh, the nuts is there. So this is funny. Like I've seen so many people get truly invested in this because this is an investable thing. Because I have this weird feeling Lexus King is going to go back to his old ways and going to be a bad guy. But this is more about William Regal and Charlie Dempsey. Like we're not acknowledging that that's his dad, but it's going to be a thing where they're going to have this moment and he's gonna be like, "Why are you against me?" He's like, "Because I'm trying to prove a point to you that you have to be this type of person." And everybody's gonna watch like Lexus King be this bad guy, but then Charlie Dempsey's gonna be even worse because he's going to try to prove to Regal he's better than him. And I love it. I love this.
That's the funny part. They never actually flat out said it. They alluded to it. They never said it. That's a good point. Wow.
I know, and that's like that's what's so cool about this is like we never said it. We're just alluding to it, and when we actually get to it, it's gonna blow some people away, but it's also gonna make sense to what the story we're telling. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, that's pretty cool. So then we had a Lola Vice promo because they're setting up for her versus Jordan Grace next week with Dawn Marie as a special guest referee.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing though, because this was going through my mind as they announced this, and I'm like, why isn't Francine gonna be there? Why isn't Francine gonna be there? Francine did say online, like, yo, I'm gonna be at NXT next week. I'm like, oh thank God, because like the only reason I'm like Francine didn't get picked is because she's not a known name in WWE.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So then we had Zarya versus Brenly Reese.
Yeah.
And Zarya murdered Brenly Reese. I felt sorry for her, but like, hey man, there had to be a first sacrifice.
What was their fucking sacrifice? Yeah.
So then after the match, Fatal Influence comes from the balcony. They're like, "Yo, Zarya, you hit us, we're gonna hit you back. We're gonna make you pay." And then Cora and Roxy was like, "Yo, she was interfering in our match too. Fuck this." I'm like, no, no, no. We we gonna jump her. So all of a sudden, it's 5-on-1. Then out of nowhere, here comes Kalani Jordan. She's like, "No, no, no, I'm not gonna let you jump her." So then we had Stephanie and Julia come down, and they standing with Zarya and Kiana. And I'm like, okay. So the last
They're gonna
person,
like it's still 5-on-4, stupid.
yes. And then we get the last person, and it's fucking Jordan Grace. And I'm like, okay, this is stupid OP. This is stupidly OP. This division is stupidly OP. The funniest part is there were talks of Lita, Lita being the person. Like it was talks of Lita being the person to be instead of Jordan Grace. And then they were like, "No, we're just gonna get Jordan Grace."
Like minutes before, like seconds before, like I thought maybe like Rhea Ripley. Either of the
Well,
three, this team is fucking like OP.
yes, this women's division is fucking OP, and it's like everybody immediately just nutty because they're like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever," and they're gonna have a 10-man next week, and then everybody just start going, "Dude, they should do war games." And in my mind, I'm literally trying to figure out. I'm like, how do you even do mental gymnastics to get them to be on Survivor Series and have a war games match because none of them are on the main roster? Like, it's literally you have to do mental gymnastics to get them there.
One of them
And
don't even work in the fucking company.
exactly, and that's weird. It's like, how are you gonna get them to be in this War Games match? And then people was like, "Oh, you could swap out one of them for Liv and the other one for Rhea," and I'm like, "There's still mental gymnastics you have to do to get to this place," and it's like, I was like, "No, we can't have this."
Basically.
So then Kiana is still in the ring, and then here comes Nikita Lyons. So they have this match, and the match is going, and Kiana. I mean, why do I keep calling her Kiana? Kalani. Her name is Kalani. So Kalani wins. She picks up the win, and then Adriana Rizzo comes down and she starts beating the shit out of Nikita. So she's beating the shit out of her, and fucking Kalani goes, "Wait, wait, 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 wait! What are you doing? Why are you beating her up?" And Adriana goes, "She was the one who jumped me." So Kalani was like, "Get her, whoop her ass!"
She literally said whoop her ass. That made me laugh. I'm like, yo.
Dude, that was so funny because she pulled it off. Like, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this?" She's like, "She jumped me." She's like, "Whoop her ass!" And she even threw her out of the ring to go get on the kid. I'm like, no, that was fucking hilarious.
I didn't think she had hops like that. Like she's actually like really fucking good.
Yes, it like even with the scene before this, it's like this women's division is so fucking stacked.
Yes.
My God, it's so stacked. And so then we get to Ridge Holland and Ethan Page. They're talking
My
about
same
going for
reaction.
yeah, they're talking about going for the title. Then Bubba comes out, and Bubba's like, "I'm not doing this, but you guys are talking shit, and I blah 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 blah." They try to jump Bubba. Then Trent comes out. They have this thing. They fight. All of a sudden, they say, "You know what? Next week tag match." I'm like, "God damn it, dude!"
It
Like this,
could have been so much better.
yeah. Why him? Like why him?
Like you know what they could have done to make Bubba better though, because we're getting Bubba Ray Dudley, right?
Yes. Hmm.
If we had Bully Ray in WWE, slightly better.
Yes. This is like, and it's like nothing against Bubba because I love Bubba,
Yeah,
as just like a wrestler, but Bubba is your time has passed. They should have had a new person.
exactly.
So then we get the five women: Jordan Grace, Kalani Jordan, Stephanie, Julia, and Zaria. They're all in the back and they're talking. And all of a sudden, Rhea Ripley shows up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, that's, that's exactly my, like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, like if you're in love with these women, like, yeah, you had a good time on this fucking show. Woo,
This was,
Nelly.
this was so wild. And Rhea was there to say hi to Zaria. I'm like, dude, like, this fucking women's division is fucking huge. Then they had a fucking a Jada Parker promo. And I'm like, how stacked is this division? This division is like beyond stacked. It's like there's no other women's division in North America that has this. Not even TNA, AEW damn sure doesn't have this. And it's like, what the fuck?
Is Zarya
So
bigger than Rhea Ripley?
no, no,
Oh, okay.
Rhea's bigger.
Oh, okay.
So then we have the main event, and then we have Mr. Stone and Stevie Turner talking. And they're talking with Ava, and all of a sudden they said something happened in the parking lot, and then you just see Raquel and Liv walking away from Rhea, and Rhea is beat up and blood coming off of her head. She's fucked up. They injured Rhea Ripley, quote unquote.
So many people missed that too, that Raquel Liv was there.
How did they miss that? That was like the
I
biggest thing. Like they walked by with pipes, and it's like, oh, like what are they doing there?
exactly like right after it happened, I was on Twitter and I seen a bunch of people like, yo, who the hell attacked her? It was right there.
I was
Like
like,
even my blind ass saw it, and I usually miss shit like that.
yeah, and like they made a thing of focusing on them as they walk by, and it's like, look, they have pipes. They're right there.
One of the
And
referees
then
even pointed it out. It was like, get the hell out of here.
yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, how did people miss that?
I don't know.
So here's the weird part. So this happened last week. I think they said this happened last week.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley headbutted Liv, and she fractured her orbital bone. And they were
What
trying
the
to see. They was like they're trying to see if everything was cool, but apparently it's not. So they have to write her off of TV because her orbital bone is fractured, and they're gonna have to do some evaluation. She's gonna be gone for a minute until it heals.
oh shit.
So yeah, so I'm like, all right, I mean, it is what it is. Like that's just another notch in the Raw division that like their women's division fucking sucks. And like they have nobody else to stand up between Liv and Rhea. So it's not really a thing. So who's going for the title next for Liv? Who's they gonna build up? They have to build up somebody. And I know you're like, well, she's fighting Nia. Yeah, but that's on Saturday, and then we move from that. What do we do after that, guys? Like, what happens?
The only thing you could do, which I don't want, because I want like the opposite, right?
Hmm.
Tiffany cashes in on her.
I mean but that still doesn't solve anything. Like that's still like that just makes a thing. But that's like you're defeating a story that's already built in that we need to finish, and it
Yeah.
doesn't make that's why it's like Triple H like he fucked the women's division because like especially if you look at what Shawn is doing, it's like Shawn has the best women's division and Triple H has nothing, and he has all of the tools right there. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he's stuck in a bad situation. Triple H that is.
Yes. So then we get to the main event: Faxium versus Cedric Alexander and Javon Evans.
Good match.
This match was good until Wesley came out, distracted Javon, and the crowd just goes, no! And they go fighting. Leave Cedric in there. Cedric almost won. Then Faxium gets the win. It's over. We see Wesley and Javon Evans fighting backstage. RVD comes up and says, I know what I'm going to do next week. And the
You could
show
have
goes
told
off.
us.
Dude, the show goes off. Not one fucking person knows what the fuck is going on next week. I'm like, so are we getting a triple threat? Or are we getting him as a special referee? But we
I
already
hope
got a
not.
special. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
that's
We
why.
already got a special referee, so he might as well be in a triple threat. I'm like, what is happening? Like, they didn't give us no conclusive end. They're just like, yeah, I know what I'm doing next week. What are you doing? Tell us. No. Okay, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Like, I was so confused.
Now, to me, this Javon and West feud, I guess we could call it, doesn't make
Mm-hmm.
that much sense to me.
Okay, explain why.
So, okay, this all started with them last week because he called him a kid after Nathan called him a kid and whatever, and he was pissed off and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back at it, he was more pissed off at Nathan, like where he slapped the fucking taste out of his mouth. When it was Wes, they almost got into it, but Wes was like, chill, chill, chill. Like it didn't seem that serious to me.
That's a, okay. That's to you, but this is serious because this goes back further than just last week.
Okay.
This goes back for the triple threat for the title,
Ah,
and
yeah.
this goes back a few weeks. Like this isn't just like last week. The whole
And the
thing
four-way
is,
before that too. Good point. Yeah.
yeah, the whole thing is Wesley wants the title, and Javon Evans wants the title too, and Wesley's like, you're not ready. It's my time. You're not ready. It's my time. You got all this time to wait, and that's the whole problem. They're going through this now. To me, I feel like Wesley should win the title, and Wesley wins the title. He walks around for a little while, and then Javon Evans beats him because that's what it feels like. It should lead up to. I feel like Wesley, if they have a match next week, Wesley should beat Javon. Javon should get pissed, and then he's like try to come back. Wesley gets in line for being the champion, but we already have fucking Rich Holland in line for Trick Williams, and we have no fucking idea what Obafemi is doing. And those reports online about him going to the main roster are unconfirmed. Like they're not real. Everybody's taking that with a grain of salt. It's not real. It didn't happen. So chill. That's not real. So we don't know what's happening with like it's so much jumbling with the world title. Like no one knows what's going on. And like my thoughts are Rich Holland gets his ass beat by Trick. Trick loses to Wesley. Wesley loses to Devon Evans. That's how I would do it. That's how I would do it.
That works.
Yeah. And if they do it correctly, you can have Javon Evans at Stand and Deliver, which is their biggest show of the year, win the world title from Wesley. Like that would be really cool and be like, oh shit, that's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah, I actually would be down for that.
Yeah. So like that makes sense. But everything else, like I said, is jumbly right now. But everything should spin out by the time it's time for Javon Evans to win the title, which will
Okay.
be very soon. So yeah,
Would he be like the youngest champion in WWE?
no, no. Like there's been a champion who was like 19. So and
Okay.
that like if I'm not mistaken, that was like Sylvain Grenier. I think it was. No, was it Rene Dupree? It was either Rene Dupree or Grenier. It was one of those two.
It was Renee. It was Renee. You're
Yeah,
right.
because like he was like the youngest champion.
Because I was gonna
So
say Jack Swagger after you said that, but because Jack was pretty young too. But I think you're right. It was Renee.
yeah, Rene was like the youngest. So yeah, he would be like the second youngest.
Okay.
So yeah, that was NXT. So then we go to Friday night on Dynamite.
Right, night.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but you said Fright Night.
What you thought I was gonna say? Like,
I don't know. I thought you were gonna be more excited. Like there was no excitement there. It was just like Fright Night.
because
Okay.
it really wasn't. Like this, like the way they promoted, like this was gonna be like class, like not Clash of the Champions, but like Title Tuesday or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Something
I
special.
and I mean,
Like it was good, but it wasn't great.
okay. I mean, it was cool. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. Like I wasn't mad at
No,
it.
no, me neither. Just like the way they promoted it, I felt like it was a lot more. Not that it was a bad show. It just like I felt like it was more the way they were putting it out there. Like Fright
Okay.
Night, like someone like was gonna like I don't know like something big, which a lot of big things happen by the way.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, what are you expecting from this?
Yeah, but like it was
Like, yeah.
predictable.
Like, I mean, of course it was predictable, but like, what were you expecting? Like something
Ma-
big to happen?
Yeah, maybe it's just us and we knew like everything was gonna happen beforehand, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
I'm jaded because like I enjoyed the show. Let me preface, I enjoyed the show, but it just like for some reason I just thought it was more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so it started off with them playing a video package. It's a video package of the MWO beating down people, and then all of a sudden, Orange Cassidy is like, "Cut this shit off, cut it off." And
I,
Orange
I didn't know
Cassidy
it was
was
him at
like,
first.
"Oh, I knew." So he was like, "Listen, I never wanted to be part of this. I didn't want to do this. Like, I don't want any of this. I want none of this. But you made it personal, beating up my friend." He's like, "You know what?" He's like, I, I don't even want to do this. He's like, fuck it. He's like, "John Moxley, I'm challenging you for the championship at Full Gear." He's like, "You know what?" He's like, I don't want to do this, but it has to be done." He's like, "You know what?" And I still don't have a catchphrase. And he just drops the mic and walks off. I was like, okay, well, okay.
Is this the maddest he's ever been in this company, in your opinion?
Yes, this is the maddest he's ever been. And then,
Okay,
like,
because
something
you know
happens.
there was that dark orange well like the dark orange phase that he had.
No, he's still in the dark orange because he's wearing black. He's wearing black
Yeah.
denim. So like now he's dark orange. But it's something that happens later on that like people are like, yeah, this is more exciting, and I'm like, dude, this fucking cuts the legs out of everything that's going on. And we'll talk about it when we get there.
Yeah.
So then we have Mercedes Monet, and she shows up with Camille, and she's talking about how Camille is going to beat Chris Statlander later on. And I was confused because there was no reason for this promo at all. Like, there's no reason. So I was like, okay, this didn't make any damn sense, but all right, cool, fine. So then we get Adam Cole,
Baby. Boom.
and he comes out, and then he faces Buddy Matthews. And this match started out good, and then they did the thing which I hate. And if they only do it with people that I actually love outside of wrestling, they go, "All right, you're injured. We're gonna pretend your injury is more worse than it is." And they just played with the fucking ankle injury, and I was pissed. I was so fucking pissed. Like, cause he's doing it, and it makes you feel like, oh my god, is he really injured? Is he really injured? And I know people are like, that's the point. That's the point. It's not the point when you actually care about somebody. You're like, I don't want them to actually be hurt. So please don't do this. Like if it was just a little bit, he even had the trainers come out and he like walked backstage and it's like, dude, like this is not cool. He comes back and just works the rest of the match and he's like normal. And it's like I just hate when they do that. Cause like it gets me invested and it turns me off from like enjoying the match to getting pissed off.
Like Danielson when he did it
Yes.
toward the end here. Yeah.
exactly.
And
And
he
this
only
whole
came
match,
back because Matthews called him a bitch. That was the only
yeah,
reason.
in this whole match, Kyle O'Reilly is just like watching. So Buddy Matthews, after the match, he loses. He shakes, he shakes Cole's hand. The lights go out. The lights come back on. Cole isn't shaking Buddy Matthews' hand. He's shaking Malachi Black's hand.
Yay, and I called it right there and then.
Yes. So apparently Malachi Black is the next person.
Yep.
And there was no heat there. Like, he wasn't trying to attack Adam Cole. He just was shaking his hand. So,
That because I think House of Black are faces.
yes. So then we had Private Party in the back, and Christopher Daniels was talking to him and was like, guys, you know that if you guys don't win the tag titles, you got to split up. They're like, yeah, we know. No, I'm just making sure that you know that this is a thing. Like, you guys can back out right now. And they're like, dude, we're going through with the match. So then we had an Adam Cole promo. He's getting his foot checked out. And he's telling MJF, we're going to kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. We're going to kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. We're going to kick your ass. He kept switching between the I and the we because the Undisputed Kingdom was with him. He just kept switching, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why do you keep switching between the I and we? It's very weird.
Because I don't think he's sure Strong's gonna fucking get the 3 wins.
I know, but it was just weird. So then we had Don Callis with Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher's talking about Will Ospreay's coming out, and he never comes out. And he's like, "You're home. You're a bitch." And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Mark Davis.
Yay, you called that.
Yes. And Mark Davis is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Kyle's like, "I'm breaking away from this." And Mark Davis is like, "Dude, we were fucking Empire. We were all together. We were friends. What are you doing?" And he's like, "I've made a choice to break out from the shadow." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And then Kyle Fletcher goes, "Listen." He's like, "You're gonna have to make a choice." And Mark Davis just walks up. The funny part is Mark Davis walks through the heel tunnel when he leaves.
I never noticed that.
Yes. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll find out what happens. Like I said this before, and I keep saying this. I don't enjoy this storyline because I don't want to see Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. It's not a
Yeah.
thing that I want to see. Like, it is not because I don't like them. It's because I like them better as a unit. Like, I enjoy them as a unit. I don't want to see them fight. I would rather them get back together, be a unit, and run AEW. That's what I want. I don't want to see them fight because I like them as a unit. Them
Have they
apart
ever went
fighting.
against each other?
I mean, yeah, of course, because like that's how it all started. Like they had matches back in the UK, and like Will was like, "Yo, you guys are good. Fuck this. Like, let's team up," and that's how they got together.
Yeah.
But I just always liked them as a unit. They've been a unit for a long time, and it's like I like them better as friends than I do as enemies. Like, yeah, they have a good match, but it just doesn't feel right to me. It just doesn't feel right to me. So then we had Hangman, and he said, "Jay White, what do you want from me?" He's like, "I will break your leg and put you out. You know what? I'll burn down your house. You don't fuck with me. I'm going to hurt you." And I'm just like, he did nothing bad to you. You don't have to do any of those things to you. Like, I understand Swerve kept fucking with you. Jay White ain't do shit to you. Why are you threatening to hurt this man in every conceivable way?
Like in my mind, I totally went blank. I'm like, why are you threatening to burn people's houses? It's not like you would really do. Oh, you did do.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah, he did. So then we got the MWL. comes out and they're talking, and then all of a sudden they just grab Wheeler and they're about to break Wheeler's neck. Now, what did you think when this was going down?
It was a swerve.
I First off, I knew it was a swerve, but I saw so many people go, "Why did they attack Wheeler?" And I'm like, you either you guys haven't been watching AEW or you guys just like have selective memory because Wheeler, Chuck Taylor, best friends, they started with Wheeler. Like like all of them started with Wheeler, and Orange Cassidy was his guy. So that's why they did it. So Orange Cassidy come running out there and save him, and that's what happened.
Made sense.
So yes, so Orange comes out there, saves him, and then the Dark Order comes out and helps. And this is what cut the legs out for me. Because all of a sudden, Darby comes parachuting off like out of the roof. Darby comes down. And I'm like, okay. Like, and I know you're like, well, Darby's coming to help. Yeah, but that's not the point of this. Like, you have Orange Cassidy there, and Darby is like, no, I'm the guy over Orange Cassidy. I am the Sting. And it's like,
Literally.
yeah, but yeah, like the funny part is like, but Orange can be the guy, and they're like, no, 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 Darby's the guy. And in my mind, I'm just like, I don't like this feeling. Like, I don't like this feeling to be like, yeah, if if Orange Cassidy wouldn't have been positioned as the guy, I'd have been like, yeah, no, Darby's the guy. Ever since Orange Cassidy was like, I don't want to do this, and they forced Orange Cassidy to do it, I was like, you know, I think Orange Cassidy should be the guy to do it. And they're like, nope, we're still going with Darby. Darby's our guy. And it's like, but Orange feels like he should be the guy just because of the way you positioned him. I still think it should be Orange.
Once again, they'll fuck around and make him like fucking Luger.
Like, I really hope they don't. So then more people came out, like Top Flight Security and Private Party. And this was really fucking smart on the Young Bucks because Private Party comes out to help with this fight. And the Young Bucks music plays, and the Young Bucks come out for the match. They're like, fuck it, we're doing a match right now. And everybody was like, wait, why are they doing the match right now? And I'm like, this is so fucking smart. Because they're distracted in this fight with the MWO. They're not paying attention. Hey, we're going right to the match. You guys came out here, so we're going right to the match. Fuck you. And it's like, that's smart. That's smart. Like in wrestling logic, that's smart. You're going right to the match. And you're like not giving them time to think, not giving them time to breathe. They came out here to fight. They're a little winded. We're fresh. We're coming out here to fuck you over. I'm like, that's really smart.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Like it went quick and whatever. I was scared. What's his name? Mark Quinn was injured during the brawl.
See, that was the reason why they did this. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, because like all of this shit could happen, and you guys don't have no time to recover. We're going to win, and they had this match. The match was good. This match was good. Not gonna say, oh, the match was bad. The match was good, and for like parts of me, I was getting nervous. I'm like, they're going to let Private Party lose. Private Party is going to lose, but Private Party won. They're new tag team champions.
hypothetical question. If they were to
Hypothetical
lose,
answer. Uh
which
huh.
one would turn on the other? Because obviously that would be a thing.
Oh, Quinn was going to turn on Cassidy. Yeah,
Okay,
Quinn was going
yeah,
to be the guy.
because you know it wasn't gonna be let go like that if they lost.
Yeah, Quinn was going to turn on Cassidy and like he was going to beat the shit out of him. Quinn was going to wind up with Stokely and they were going to move on.
Yeah. Congratulations
So
to them though. I'm actually happy about that.
yeah, like of course, because like nobody wants the Young Bucks to be champions, and I know people are like, "We're the greatest tag team." I'm like, not to me, not to me. I don't think they're the greatest tag team. They have some good tag team matches. They're not the greatest tag team as everybody hypes them up to be. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody else thinks. This is my personal opinion. They're not my favorite tag team. They're not even in my top 10 tag teams. So I'm sorry. Like, because everybody goes, "Oh, you're just a young bucks." Yes, I am. I don't enjoy their matches. Everybody goes, "Oh, they're the best tag team." I don't enjoy their matches. Like, I don't enjoy their matches. I'm sorry. Like, everybody just like, "Well, if you don't like the Young Bucks, something is wrong with you. You don't like wrestling." No, I do like wrestling. FTR to me is one of the greatest tag teams. Fucking Aussie Open is one of the greatest tag teams. I watched them go to Japan where everybody was fucking hating them in a tag team title match. They fucking Kyle Fletcher got his head fucking busted open. His head fucking busted open in the match. Had everybody go from boo fuck Aussie Open to oh my god, Aussie Open just won the tag titles. I saw them change the fucking narrative of being a tag team. I fucking think that they're way better than the fucking Young Bucks. This is just me and a personal opinion, and I hate that I have to get on here and tell people the way that everybody spins this narrative of the Young Bucks being the greatest tag team. That's your opinion, and I know it's like, well, a lot of people had an opinion. No, that's just people in a certain echo chamber that has that opinion. They are not the greatest tag team. Okay,
Yeah, they are
so
all right. They're not the best.
yeah, like to me, like they're mid to me. That's how I
Yeah,
feel, and I will leave it at that.
they
So
don't do anything
then
new. It's everything the same moves.
yeah, and it's like, all right, like we're off of them. So we had Penelope Ford, and I swear to God, she did it. We had Jamie Hayter, and I know this is a fucking Halloween episode, but she leaned all the way in, and she dressed like fucking Daphne from Scooby Doo. She leaned into it. I was like, what the fuck? I was so taken aback because she looked just like Daphne. It was like she leaned into it. Like she leaned into the narrative of everybody making the jokes of her wearing old timey clothes, and she just turned into Daphne. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's funny.
So they set up their match. I think it's next week. I wasn't quite sure when it was.
I believe it's next week.
So then we get a promo from Chris Jericho, and Chris Jericho basically says, he's like, I'm going to show everybody I'm the greatest Ring of Honor champion, and I'm going to take Ring of Honor to new heights because I'm the Ring of Honor champion. And I literally got super pissed off because you had the title last year. You had that same exact title last year. You didn't take it to no fucking heights. You didn't take it to no heights. This episode of Ring of Honor, you weren't even fucking on it. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Did you notice how he kind of kissed Moxie's ass too?
I don't really give a shit about him. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like this dude, like I want him gone. I want him fucking gone. Like I don't care. Like you're not doing anything. Like you swear that you're helping. Like you're not helping anybody. And he keeps bringing up, yeah, AEW wouldn't have been as popular with me. This wouldn't have been popular with me. It's like, bro, I don't care. I don't fucking care. I don't like. You are consistently ruining your career each time you're out there. You're making it worse. Stop. Leave. Fucking leave.
Yeah.
So then we had something really funny because Jack Perry is going to talk to the fucking Young Bucks. So Daniel Garcia presses him, and Daniel Garcia goes, "Look, your man just lost the title. You're next. You're next." And like Jack Perry is trying to run away from him. I've never seen. Well, I have seen this. Jack Perry, like Daniel Garcia, just grips him the fuck up and slams him up against the wall. Jack is trying to get away, and Perry, like Garcia, just has him up there, just like, "Bitch, you ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna take the title from you. I'm gonna fuck you up." And it's like, dog, the last time he got put up there on the wall like that, CM Punk did it to him. And the funny part is
Oh,
like you can see Jack Perry trying to get out, but like Daniel Garcia is really fucking slamming him up against the wall. I'm like, damn, dog, like you ain't have
Like I know it, like it's part of the script, but like he looked like he had the fear of God in his eyes too.
Yeah, he did. He did. So he opens the door, and the Young Bucks are telling Brandon Cutler, "Yo, shred these documents. Shred these documents. Yo." He's like, "We gotta go. We gotta go." And they just like are packing their bags and they're getting ready to go. So
So
I was like, "Oh, uh huh,
I had a theory here. I told you, right?
uh huh."
I think this
We'll,
is
we'll talk. We'll talk about it in a second when we get to that
oh,
part.
okay, okay. So you
We'll talk.
remember what I told you. Okay, thank you.
No, 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 no. You'll bring it up. Like we'll talk about it in a second.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
then we had Camille versus Chris Statlander, and they're having this match. I'm like, okay, Chris Statlander's gonna win because she's going after Mercedes. So Chris Statlander wins. Mercedes gets in the ring and tells Camille, "Go to the back," after she attacks Chris Statlander. And I'm like, are they breaking them up already? Like they just got together. What the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that felt quick as shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. So then we have the patriarchy with Skip Sabian, who's part of the patriarchy now. Yes, Skip Sabian is part of the patriarchy.
Well,
Hey,
weird hairdo.
like it's the funny part is the same exact hairdo. He just has like his ponytail is high. That's it. Like,
Okay,
cause like his hair is like usually down on the sides, and he has like this little miniature ponytail. This time it was all up and all back as a ponytail. I was like,
gotcha.
okay. I was like, okay, like he's part of the team. Then we had the conglomeration challenge Jericho and the Learning Tree next week to a six-man tag match. Okay.
Like nothing special, just a 6 man, right?
No, no, no. It's a Metal Mayhem match, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
It's
okay.
something crazy. So this is where we get the Young Bucks leaving. And the Young Bucks say, "We're leaving. This isn't what we created. We created something different. This isn't it." And Christopher Daniels is like, "But your EVPs are supposed to help." They're like, "No, we're going home." So what was your what was your thought process of bringing up on the pod?
So, they're like fucking tearing up papers and whatever. I think
Mm-hmm,
somewhere down the line in
mm-hmm.
story, they sold the company like in stocks and whatever. So they gave a bunch of stocks to Shane McMahon, which everybody like thinks is coming. So that's probably how they're gonna bring him in. He's the higher power behind, as you would say, the MWO.
Like, so if that happens, this is like the most jumbly, corrupted, weirdest fucking story. Because if you're like watching this, like these two storylines don't even intersect, and
Nope.
they drop the elite storyline, and the MWO is just a whole nother thing. It's like this whole thing is so disjointed, and it makes no sense. Like even with like actual logic, it's still like leaps and bounds of like this makes no sense. Like it's the only reason this is intriguing because I want to know who takes the title off. That's that's the only intriguing part. Everything else is like none of this makes sense because the last time you had a story like this, you dropped. Like
Yep.
this doesn't make sense. Like something has to like work. And if you weave these two stories together, it makes no sense because you dropped the story, you forgot about it, you stopped talking about it. Now you're gonna weave it back into this story, and it's like it it doesn't even make sense. Like it's just like everything about this is like it just feels broken. And like this isn't AEW. It's like AEW has a story, and it's like okay, we usually make sense. None of this makes sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's
So
weird. Like other than that, I can't think where what another place they could go.
like apparently Nick Jackson has a separated shoulder, and so they're running away. And in my mind, immediately before I found out he had a separated shoulder, I'm like, oh, they're going to Japan because Kenny on Monday is doing a promo in New Japan, which it should be setting up for him and Tanahashi versus the Young Bucks at Wrestle Dynasty. And if they go to Japan and super kick Kenny and like, oh, this is part of the story and this is where we're going at Wrestle Dynasty. And I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. Like that makes sense because it's just like totally divorced from this story and they're going somewhere else. I don't want the Young Bucks involved in this story at all because you had time to make them something in this story and be like, hey, this is part of the story. If they are part of the story, it like literally convolutes the story because it's like now you have too many good guys against the bad guys. And it's like, this makes no sense. Because you have like OP, Young Bucks, Orange Cassidy, and Darby Allin against the MWO, and the only person that's powerful on their team is Moxley. And
Yep.
it's like, this is just like imbalance. There's a fucking imbalance. It's weird. So then we had Brandon Cutler trying to run after them. MWO attacks him and just hits his hand with a sledgehammer, and he's dead. So I guess the Young Bucks will want revenge. I don't know, man. Like this makes no fucking sense. Like this makes no sense. So then there's something else that doesn't make sense. It's like Swerve is like one of the biggest stars in the company. He has nothing to do with the storyline at all. He has his own storyline. Yeah, like see, he has his own storyline that he's working out with Shelton Benjamin in the Hurt Locker business, and it's like none of this stuff connected. MJF has nothing to do with this big ass storyline. He has a beef with Adam Cole. Adam Cole has nothing to do with this storyline. This like it has like your biggest stars have nothing to do with the storyline, and then once they have something to do with the storyline, it's an imbalance because, like I said before, the biggest star on MWO is Moxley. Claudio's not a big enough star. Wheeler's not a big enough star. Pac's not a big enough star. It's a power imbalance. Everything about this is a power imbalance, and they're not correcting it. Once they correct it, it's like, okay, now it makes sense. There's no corrections being made, so it doesn't make sense.
Like Hangman's not even part of it. Like he would have been good part of the storyline.
Exactly. All of this makes no goddamn sense because everything is split apart and nothing works.
Yeah.
So then we get Shelly versus Swerve, which was a really good match, and Swerve won. And after the match, of course, Bob Lash shows up.
Predictable.
Yes. And Bob Lash's music kind of sounds like his WWE theme a little bit.
I was thinking that.
So Bob and the Hurt Locker business beat up Nana and Swerve. So now Swerve's going to have to run through the Hurt Locker business to get to Bob Lash, which is probably going to happen in Full Gear.
Yeah. I can see that in Full Gear.
Yeah, so that, like, those are things that's happening.
But now that you pointed it
So,
out, like I just
mhm.
wish like it was more like the actual NWO and good guys and bad guys kind of unite to fucking defend their company because it's their company. It's not Mox's company, you know?
Yes, but here's the thing with the NWO, which they don't have with the MWO. It's on the NWO, you had Hogan, you had the Big Show, you had who else was on the original Hall and Nash.
Nash
You had Six. You had
six.
all of these people who were big players. They were big fucking players against your top stars. Any of them could have came in and did something. These are huge stars against your guys. In this thing, you have Moxley and the rest of the BBC. That's not lighting the world on fire. That's just like, meh. it's nothing, dude. It's a nothing. That's why you can't get behind the story because it's like, meh. Like if they had more people on their side, I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm fully invested. Because like, how are they gonna stop this dynamic team? No, this is just dudes running around beating the shit out of people, just led by Moxie. It makes no sense.
And there's only a few of them. Like what? Six of them?
Yeah. So we still have to do the predictions for the pay per view, which is Crown Jewel, which
Yes, sir.
I hate. I really hate that the internet bullied Triple H into doing this. Like, I really hate the internet for this. Like, this fucking pissed me off because we, most of us were quite quite fine with, hey, we get 5 matches, we're cool. We don't have to do anything else. We get 5 matches, the show breezes by. The internet kept bullying him. Oh, we need more matches. We need more matches. I want a full card, like a real pay per view. Like, give us more matches. And Triple H was like, you know what? I'll give you more matches. And it's like, no, 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 we don't really want more matches. No, no, I'll give you more matches. More
Dumbasses.
matches. Yeah, I don't like this. Like, we get more matches. I don't like this. Oh, Jesus. So, let's start off with the four-way for the women's tag titles. We got Jade and Bianca versus Damage Control versus Metaphor versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So, who you got?
So, so Bianca and Jay don't do good in these matches because they
Mm-hmm.
lost the titles last time they had a three-way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with damage control.
I really want Metaphor to win. Like, I want Metaphor to win.
That would be good too.
So,
All these team are good though, mind you.
yeah. So, I don't know. I'm going with Metaphor. So, then we have Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Who you got?
Kevin, just to continue the story.
Sing. Then we have Seth Rollins versus Bronson Reed.
Eh, this one's sketchy because I really don't know. I'm gonna go with Seth just because.
Okay, to me, it's not even sketchy. It's definitely Bronson Reed's winning.
Okay.
So then we have the triple threat for the U.S. title: LA Knight versus Mello versus Andrade. Who do you have here?
Go with him.
I
Carmelo
really
Hayes.
want, I really want Mello to win, but I have this weird feeling LA Knight's gonna win.
Yeah, I
I
think
don't know why.
he screwed himself over.
So then we have Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Solo Sikoa, Tama, and I'm going with Jacob Fatu. Like, I'm not putting Tonga Low in this. Jacob Fatu. So
I actually think that it's gonna be lower.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be Jacob Fatu, and Loa's gonna be on the outside.
Yeah.
For for me, I kind of see the new bloodline beating the OG bloodline.
Yeah, I agree with you to continue that.
Yeah.
Side note,
So,
I'm upset
mhm.
that they fucking like just put it out there. They should have waited till fucking Friday.
Yeah, like they just like threw this out there on Twitter. It was like, hey, here's the match. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay, all
Yeah,
right.
I don't like that at all.
So then we have for the champion of champions, the women's world champion Liv versus WWE champion Nia Jax. Who do you have winning?
First things first, I like champions, champion of champions. If they do this again, rename it, do a better belt. Um, I'm gonna go with now that Red's not in the picture. I'm gonna go with Liv.
Okay, so I'm going with Liv too because I feel like Tiffany is going to cash in because Tiffany is there. She already
Yes,
confirmed she's in Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to go with Liv getting the win and Nia getting cashed in on.
yes.
So that brings me to the main event of champion versus champion. Gunther, the world champion, versus Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion. I'm
I'm gonna
going
go.
with. No,
No,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go with Gunther. I don't know why that belt looks like it's made for him. Like it's big.
No, I'm going with Gunther too because like there's no way that Cody Rhodes should be winning because like what's the point? Like you're gonna win and you have Kevin Owens like just keep fucking with you, and this means like if Kevin's there, Kevin is going to be destructive and going to beat the shit out of Cody or like
Yep.
distract him. Like to me, like I feel like it's going to be a distraction and Gunther's going to win. Like
Yes.
no matter what, like even if they have just a straight up match, Gunther's winning anyway. It's just him. He's going to win.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
so that's that. So now we go to news stuff because people were mad at WWE. They were mad at WWE, which they're always mad at WWE, but they were mad because it was like AJ wasn't able to go to the Hall of Fame. Look at WWE blocking him from going to the Hall of Fame. So AJ was like, listen to you dumb fucks. I don't want to go in a Hall of Fame until I stop wrestling. I'm still an active competitor. I'm not going into the Hall of Fame until I'm done wrestling. So AJ made the call not to go in the Hall of Fame.
The bad part is you said dumb fucks, and I actually picture him saying that.
Yeah, so that was a thing. So we had a kind of a medical update on Chris Bay. He had the surgery and he's doing a little bit better. Ace Austin, who is his tag team partner and best friend, which is really fucking cool. I'm like,
Yep.
yeah, like that's like I like that. Like I like that he stayed with him and is making sure he's okay. I like that. I really like that.
Like my
So
vote for them for like being one of the best tag teams out there. Like I love them together. It was kind of odd at first because they were so great separately. They're great together, and the fact that they're best friends make it even better.
yes. So then we had another scary health update because so New Japan had put out, hey, ELP is taking some time off from wrestling, and I was like, oh, like maybe he's injured. And then ELP came out with his health update, and he said, hey guys, I've getting a couple MRIs. They found a cancerous tumor. He's like,
Oh,
he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like too down about it. He's like, like it's probably not even gonna be that bad. And this is what fucked me up about this because he's like, yeah, it's a cancerous tumor. They're gonna try to fix it, whatever, whatever. He's like, you know what? But give all of the love to Chris Bay. And I'm like, dude, I like that's really genuine and heartwarming, but you're dealing with a scary situation too, and you're just like, no, give all the love to Chris Bay. Like, I'm gonna be fine. I have a family and all this, but like, give all the love to Chris Bay. Like, he literally said that in his tweet, in his Instagram post. Like, he literally was like, yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna make sure that everything's cool, but yeah, give all of the love to Chris Bay. And it's like, dude, you're going through a very serious situation. Like, this isn't like nothing to be like, yeah, no, don't worry about me. It's like, no, it's cancerous. You said it was cancerous tumor, and they're trying to make sure that you're fine. I understand that Chris Bay is like injured, but you're also going through something very serious. It's like, worry about yourself a little bit, dude. Like, I know, like, you can do two things at once, but like I really want him to just like focus on him when he's like, no, just worry about Chris Bay. It's like, no, I'm worried about you too. Like I don't want you to be like, going through the shit. Like I hope that everything's fine. But
prayers
like
for the
shit,
both of them, man.
yeah, it was really bad.
Yeah.
And so that was a thing. So WWE is starting this WWE ID thing, which had the fucking internet in an uproar. And I was so pissed off that it had the internet in an uproar because no one knows all of the full details. And even as details start trickling out, no one has all of the details. And this is some tribalist bullshit that she was like, everybody's like, oh, this is WWE trying to take over the Indies. They're trying to kill the Indies, blah, 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 blah. And this is how you know that the internet has gone fucking way past normal. When you have Brian Alvarez, who is like usually always a fucking AEW defender, he's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you people? This doesn't, like, you're mad at nothing. Like, none of this makes sense. He's like, this is the same shit that AEW did with Nick Wayne. They signed him to a contract, and he literally got put in the program. He's like, that's what AEW did. But now that WWE's doing something similar, you're just angry. He was like, most of the people that sign up for this want to go to WWE. So it doesn't make sense for you to get mad. Even if they don't want to go to WWE and they sign with the program, they can still actually get picked up by AEW. It's just WWE has like first right to refusal of a contract. And if the person is like, you know what, I want to go to AEW, and WWE is just like, well, we can't do anything. All right, go to AEW. There's nothing to stop because this thing is so new and it's so put together. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. So everybody immediately jumped the gun, and as little details start to trickle out, it like makes everybody look really dumb because they got mad for nothing. But and somebody even said if AEW did this same exact thing, nobody would bat an eye.
Pretty
And
much.
it's like they've done this already. And it's like when you have somebody that's like completely always shitting on WWE for like the stuff they do outside of WWE, saying that this isn't bad, you know that you're the bad person. Like you're the bad person. Like when Alvarez was like usually really down on shit that WWE does outside of the ring, it's like, yeah, like this is like not cool. Saying this isn't bad and AEW has done the same thing, and he's just like, why are like fans like this? It's like, yeah, because like most of the time they listen to you guys and go, okay, well if Dave and Brian thinks it's this bad, like we definitely think it's bad. And they have been conditioned to think that some of the stuff that WWE does is bad, and it's like no one knows what's going on. And plus, AEW has done this already. This isn't a big deal. This isn't a big deal. It's so weird. It's
I'm glad
so
you cleared it up because I wanted to know what this whole WWID was. Like, I didn't look into it. I waited for you to say it.
so it's basically like if there's independent wrestlers, they can sign up for this WWE ID thing, and it basically WWE is tracking an independent wrestler and it's like, yo, we'll give you help to get this, give you training, give you whatever, whatever, and maybe you might sign with WWE, or you could just be like, no, I'm gonna opt out and go to AEW. It's like they're not stopping you from working. They want you to work. They're just keeping an eye on you as you develop. Here's the thing, which makes people even more dumber for this. There are a couple of people who are already in the WWE ID system, and they have been in the WWE ID system for probably 6 months now, 6 to 8 months. They've already been in the system, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's like not a big deal because nobody knew about it until WWE put it out there. It's literally already been a thing.
Yeah.
So now that it's out there, it's like, oh no, we're mad. And it's like, you're mad at what? You don't know what's going on because nobody knows what's going on. They haven't put out all the rules, and like the stuff that they have put out is literally like, oh, it's not that bad. It's not bad at all. So that's like I hate that the internet is still like this. Like this is
I'm
weird.
used to it. They always like overreact.
But here's the one thing that they didn't overreact to, which I totally fucking agree to: Vince McMahon wanting to put out a new company.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Like, the only good part about this, it's not a wrestling company. It's not a wrestling company. It's like a production movie company, whatever, whatever. And it's like, yeah. And it's funny because, like, everybody's thinking the same exact thing. They're like, everything he's done already has failed. Like, it's failed over and over and over again. The only good thing he's ever done is WWE. Everything else has failed. Everything else is just died a horrible death. So yeah, everybody's like,
Never
all
mind.
right, whatever. Yeah, they're like, whatever this is gonna die. Like, nobody's like, oh my god, this is gonna be successful. This is gonna be his way back in. No, it's gonna die. So another thing about this, which is really fucked up, like, a lot of people that like quit WWE with Vince, those people that quit, they are going to be part of this new program, whatever this thing is Vince got. They're gonna be with him. They're like, all right, we're gonna be with Vince. We're gonna
The
do
fuck?
stuff with Vince. Yeah, because like a couple of people that like quit like at the same time was like, yeah, we're leaving because of Vince, and it's like, nope, we're gonna work with Vince on whatever this is. And one of the people that like people are speculating, which I'm also speculating, is Bruce Pritchard might leave WWE and go with Vince
Oh,
because
that's like 100%.
yeah, because like he's always been close with Vince. Vince has always had his back, so people are speculating like, yeah, he's gonna leave and go with Vince. And like, from hearing the story about how Vince helped save his wife, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not gonna be like, no, Bruce, don't do it. Like, I don't have a problem with it. Like,
Yeah.
if it happens, it happens. But he's gonna start up this new business, and this is gonna be a thing. I really do hope it fails, and it takes every fucking dollar he has. Like, I really hope it takes every dollar, and he just like is done, like done, done. Like, I just want this guy to suffer. Like, I want him to suffer.
What's
Like,
the
that's
probability of someone getting struck by lightning?
oh, it's very low. It's very very low.
Oh, damn. I just leave that at that.
Yeah. So here's a funny thing, because like this happened, and then like it was really fucking fucked up because this is what people like do. So on Halloween Havoc, Stephanie Vaquer came out with her face half painted like Thunder Rosa. So they was like, oh, she's trying to be discount Thunder Rosa. She's trying to steal her swag, blah blah blah. Yeah, well, that's like the farthest from the truth. Like, that was the farthest from the truth because she was giving respect to her. Like, she was giving respect. She was like, yeah, this is me giving respect to my friend. And they literally had a little interaction on Twitter, and she was like, yo, Thunder Rosa was like, yo, like, mad respect for you showing love to me. Like, you're doing so great. I'm so happy for you. She was like, yeah, she was like, no, I just wanted to show respect to my friend and show her how much I love her. And it's like, so you guys got mad at her for nothing, blew up and made this whole story about her trying to steal Thunder Rosa's swag, and she was doing this when she was literally just giving Thunder Rosa respect, and they literally had a conversation in plain sight, so you all can see that there was no malice intent between the two of them. Yeah, yeah. This is like, it makes you guys look weird. It makes you guys look weird, and I hate it. I fucking
People are
hate it.
stupid.
They're very stupid, and it's just annoying as shit, and it's very fucking stupid. I hate it. So so oh so that's right. Vikingo, because Vikingo got injured too. So he said there's no real ligament damage, and he should be back within 30 days. So
Oh, okay.
that's
It's not that bad.
yeah, that's a good plus because it was the same knee that he injured, and he said it's not that bad. It's not as bad as you think. I probably will be back within 30 days, which is really good.
Okay,
It's
good for
really
him.
good. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, like that was the news part because like we sometimes have to cover news and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and also Zay from Private Party, he took a picture with his mom in the tag titles, which is really
Aw,
yeah, like I like that.
same.
Yeah. So that's about it because like there's not really much else. Like we got all of the news so far. So yeah, if anything drops on a weekend, which we're going to do one after Crown Jewel slash Collision, SmackDown, and Rampage, we'll be back. So yeah, we'll have everything for you after that. So any last words for the podcast?
I wish Vince McMahon would get struck by lightning.
I agree. I totally agree.
I know that would